leadership.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell joins us now from Washington. Good morning, Senator. Your reaction to what the president had to say there?
Well, I mean, it's always taken 60 votes to do things in the Senate, and I don't recall the president and his colleagues complaining about that a few years ago when they were in the minority. There's nothing new about that. I thought the president's speech was unduly partisan and in your face. Frankly, my predictions were wrong. I thought he would sort of go to the political middle, where we've been inviting him to go for over a year. It struck me that the administration still wants to govern from the far left, and that's going to produce a kind of partisan result here in the Congress.
He did, though, at points hit a tone of bipartisanship when he specifically said anybody who has great ideas or better ideas, he was specifically at that point talking about health care, bring them to me. Let's talk a little bit about outreach. Your colleague, Republican Senator Jim DeMint, said they're not coming to Mitch McConnell and saying let's work together. He said they're trying to pick off some Republicans, just a few of them, to try to divide your party. What is the status of outreach here?
Well, there's plenty of outreach. This is about policy, not about whether we like each other's company. From a policy point of view, they've not been willing to meet us in the middle. Jim DeMint is entirely correct. They've been trying to pick off a few Republicans to do far-left things. That was their strategy on health care. It didn't work. Now the president's arguing we still ought to do health care in spite of the fact that we just had a referendum on that in Massachusetts. The American people are saying, please don't pass this bill. They're overwhelmingly opposed to it. And he strikes me as rigidly continues to argue to the big majorities of his party in the House and Senate, let's ignore the wishes of the American people and do it anyway because we're smarter than they are.
The polls show that the American people do split the blame in some senses already. They're not necessarily out there praising the Republican Party either. I think people do want to see something get done. Obviously, there's a lot of anger out there. What can you tell voters about what will happen going forward?
Things happen in American politics in the political center. If the president will meet us in the center, there are things that we can accomplish. Take energy, for example. He did mention nuclear power plants last night. That is a good solution to carbon emissions and to the climate change issue. He mentioned clean coal technology. Those are the kinds of things we could do on a bipartisan basis, but not things like the national energy tax, commonly referred to as cap and trade, not having the government take over 1/6 of our economy, which is our health care. Those are not the kind of things that we're going to meet him to do. He's taken the wrong approach in the first year. It's been rejected by the voters in Virginia, New Jersey, and now Massachusetts. And it struck me last night, I thought it was a disappointing speech that he just wants to stay the course on the far left. I don't think that's what the American people thought they were getting when they voted for him.
Senator, I know I have so many more questions for you, but I'm told that you have to go vote, so I need to let you go because it's 11:38 Eastern, and that is your out time. So we're going to say goodbye, but we thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Jane.
Well, it is a very